Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, my name is Kiki. Today I'm going to be reviewing this leather repair cream for you guys. I got this off of Facebook about a month and a half ago and it took about 3 weeks to get here. I was on Facebook one day and one of those little ads came on and I actually needed something like this because I want to repair my husband's car's leather seats. So we're gonna see if it actually works, if it's like the video. It was really easy and simple to do on the video, so we're gonna see if it's that simple. If I find the video, I'll insert it here. So we're gonna go ahead and try it, and I'm gonna use this butter knife because I don't have like a mini spatula, and I guess this is the closest thing that I can find to a spatula, so we're gonna see if it works. Okay, I am going to start with this little part here. I am going to take a little bit of the leather repair cream and I'm gonna put it on top of my spatula. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and work that in there. Okay, so far it's covering it. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put it directly on there just to see if this will work a little better. And I got this in the color black. Okay, so I think it's looking pretty good. I'm gonna check how long I'm gonna have to let it dry for. I'm looking to see how long I need to leave it drying for. And yeah, I don't understand that language. Let me see if it says anything on the tube. Okay, so it does not say anything on the tube about how long I have to let it dry for. So I'm just gonna go ahead and let it dry for like 10-15 minutes. While that dries, I want to do this side here. As you can see, he has like a pretty bad ripped up leather seat. So we're gonna try to do this side, see how that's gonna work. Okay, so for this side, I'm just gonna go ahead and put some on here like that, like so. Okay, now I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. I'm gonna put a little more around these areas here. Okay, I think that's as smooth as I can get it. We're gonna let that dry a little bit and see how that looks. Now I'm gonna do this part here. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put some on there like so. Okay, so I need a little more on the ends here. Now I'm just gonna work this product in there like so. I'm not sure if you can see like the little loose ends here. There's like some loose ends here. So I'm gonna try to put some of this inside and then I'm gonna see if that will make it stick on there. And then I'll put some on the top like that. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Sorry, it's kind of dark. Trying to flatten this out as much as I can so it's not like poking out, you know. Alright, so this is what it's looking like. I'm gonna let that dry for a couple minutes and we'll come back to see what it looks like. Put a little more over here. There's a tiny spot here. I'm gonna go ahead and put some of this on here. I think that looks good. Okay, we'll let that dry for a couple minutes and see how that turns out. I am going to fix this corner as well. Now I'm just working the product in, smearing it through. I think that it's nice and smeared and worked in there. Now this is the last spot that I want to get, so I'm going to go ahead and put some product on here. Now I'm going to put some product on top. I'm just going to work this product in. I'm going to work it in there too to use it like kind of like a glue. So this leather piece, instead of ripping that out, it can just lay flat on there. So I'm just going to put a little more. Okay, I'm going to put a little more down here. And just a little more on top, just to really secure those edges there. Just trying to get this as flat as I can. That way there's no edges poking out. Alright, so I believe we did pretty good. Hey guys, so it is the next day, and this part right here did not do so well, but we're gonna do another layer on that and see if it looks better than that. This area here, it needs a little bit more coverage down here, and then this area here is poking out a little bit, and then down here, this side does not look too bad. I think that another layer will cover some spots here and there, so we're gonna do that and see how it turns out. And then I also did this side. As you can see, this is poking out a little bit. I'm gonna do another layer on this side and we'll see how that turns out. I also did this spot here, which I think came out okay. I think if anything it just covered the seat. I did this side over here and I think that looks okay. Okay guys, so I just finished putting a second coat on 5 spots. This is the first one. This one up here is the second one. Down here is the third one. That's the 4th spot. That's the 5th spot. I'm gonna go ahead and let these areas dry for about an hour or 2, and then I'm going to come back and clean up around the edges here, and I'll show you what I'm gonna clean that with, and then I'll give you my final thoughts on this leather repair cream. This spot here keeps reopening. I'm probably gonna do one more layer. For corners like this, I don't think it's sticking. Okay, so over here, I'm not sure if you can see that little part right there, but I did put some product inside when I did the second coat. So I'm thinking maybe I'm gonna have to slit this a little bit and then put product in there and then put product on top just so I can flatten this out. This area here I think came out really good. It did flatten these edges here. I think that this part looks really good. I'm really happy with the results. I did not expect miracles, but it looks 10 times better than it did before. This little area here, I think I'm gonna have to put another coat there because you can still see the cracks of the leather. So maybe another coat there will do. After I put another coat on there, it will be the 3rd coat. So this part right here, I think looks really good. I am gonna clean out the edges here. I'll show you how that turns out as well. This area here looks really good as well. No leather peeking out. Everything seems flat. So yeah, that looks pretty good there as well. For this part, I'm just gonna trim it a little bit, and then I'm gonna put product inside of it and then on top of it to get that to flatten out. Okay, and I think that looks pretty flat. I got rid of the air bubble that's there, so I'm happy with that. So I'm just gonna let that dry. Okay guys, I'm going to use this Goo Gone adhesive remover to clean out the edges right there, and I'm going to use this old white sock. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put a little product on top of this part here, and then I'm gonna clean that out. The Goo Gone very easily lifts up and removes any extra of the product, as you can see there. So I'm just working it slowly so I can lift up any product that I don't want on the seat. There's some of the product there. I'm trying to give you guys a good lighting. I'm sorry it's very sunny and the lighting is weird, but you can see it is cleaning up the product around it. That is some of the product that we removed from the edges there, but I'm not sure if you're able to see that the leather repair cream in the color black is a little dull and a little more grayish once it's dried. I'm gonna go ahead and apply some of this black shoe paint over this. Okay, so just by doing that, I think it looks much better now, and it's a little more black. It's not gray and dull looking, so I think this really helped. So I would definitely recommend to put some type of black leather paint on top of this cream. Okay guys, so after 4 layers of this corner here, I believe that corners like this will need a couple more layers, only because if you go to sit down, it'll probably reopen again. So maybe with 2 more layers, then it will be completely fine. But yeah, corners like this definitely need extra layers. Okay guys, so I'm gonna show you the finished results now. And after 6 coats on this area here, it did not seal correctly. So I'm thinking it will possibly need more coats on there. I'm honestly very impressed with this area here, and I think that after putting the black paint over it, it gave it the finish that I was looking for. And there are areas where the edges are like poking out a little bit, and some areas there, but I'm not mad at it because this area here was very ugly, and I think that it looks a lot better than it did before. For this area here, you can still see the cracks after 6 layers, so I'm thinking corners like this is not easy to seal, so just keep that in mind. Both corners that did not seal were here and right here in this corner. This is what this side looks like. I am happy with the bigger results where a lot of the leather was missing. This area, of course, is not smooth. Maybe I can take a little bit of sandpaper and sand it down just slightly, and then possibly put some leather conditioner over it. It's far from perfect, but I am very pleased with the results. This is the final area that I did. You can still see a little bit of the peeling there. But of course, with the corner seats, I don't think that the leather is honestly going to stick as the video of the product showed. So just keep that in mind, because I believe that when you go and sit down, this will reopen. But I am pleased with the coverage on this area as well. So my final thoughts on this product, from a 1 to a 10, I will rate this product a 6.5, close to a 7. And that is because in the video, it looked very simple to do, and like you'll get these drastically dramatic, almost seamless results. And that wasn't the case. Even though, let's keep in mind that my seats were really messed up, really bad. I did have to do about 4 layers on both sides of the seats. And then for the corners of the chairs, I did have to do about 6 layers, and that still didn't look seamless. I also do have to point out that this product's consistency is very thin once it dries, so I do believe that because of that you will have to do several layers. Also, I'm not sure if this product did come from China or not, but it did take about 3 to 4 weeks, I want to say, to get to me, and none of the instructions on here are in English. You may have to look at the website's directions to see how long they recommend for drying time. Honestly, it took about a couple hours to dry, so I would say 1 to 2 hours for best results. Maybe you can use a blow dryer or a heat gun to dry the area faster. Overall, I don't think that you'll get the seamless results that they show on the video, so that is why I rated a 6.5, close to a 7. I will link this product down below in the description just in case you're interested in checking it out. Also, I do want to apologize for my crusty nails in the video. I'm so sorry, I have not had time to do them, so I apologize. Shorty wants to say hello. She's always around. Thank you to anyone that watched this video, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye!